Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eureka Farms, where today we are obviously going to be doing the soil sampling of field number 1, which shouldn't take very long. We'll unfold the soil sampler. Always a good thing to unfold the soil sampler. Then we're going to get this all taken care of. What I can do, of course, is use GPS for the first time this series. Doesn't know how wide this machine is. That's going to be interesting then. Is it 32? I can't remember. It might be 32. Lower that down anyway. Soil sampled. Soil sampled. Soil sampled. That's going to get pretty old if I keep saying that every single time. Soil. Always start as close to the field edge as possible. Soil sampling. Then we'll literally cover the whole of this field. Just looking at the mini-map to obviously see where I've been. Pick this bit up here. Back it up. I'll just have to back up a bit and take another sample there, actually, because I may have just missed a tiny little slither on the edge there, because the fact that the tool is round and not square. An improvement, something I would like to see added to the precision farming mod to improve it. When you come to buy the Scout in the store, is ability to choose what shape you want the sampling tool. I know some people say they would prefer it if it was square. I know other people say pressed the wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to fold it. We'll send the soil off for analysis. So we know what we're dealing with. And we'll bring the little electric tractor back. What I kind of liked, I noticed as I pulled this up close to this machine here, the little charger actually lights up green, look, to show you're in range. And it makes the noise of a charger. Excellent stuff. Right. So, we don't know if we've got data back yet, do we? Oh, we have. Oh, we've got loamy sand. Loamy sand. No. The worst soil type you can have in the game. And field 7 is covered in it. So that means that every single crop I plant on that field, we're going to lose 25% of the yield before we even do anything else. Because, unfortunately, loamy sand gives you a minus 25% to your yield and stuff. Right, next job then. We need to lime. We need a fertilizer technology. Here we go with one of these. As much as I like Stevie's, Bradles, they don't spread very wide. They don't have a very wide spreading. I mean, that does 30 meters. We'll get 12,000 litres in it. On the back. Something like that is actually probably going to be quite useful. However, I'm going to need to pick a tractor first, aren't I? That we can use. Narrow twin wheels. Is that going to cause crop destruction? A vehicle like that? Possibly. Could go for the fast track, however, I'm kind of put off going for the fast track because we're using it on Chellington. Could go for the Fence 700, which would be a nice little tractor. It can go up to 240 horsepower. We could have a front loader attachment on it if we needed it down the road. 6M and 6R. 6R. Can have narrow twin wheels. But I can't put skinnies on it. Lamborghini? I don't think I've ever used this. Oh, I might have used it long ago, way back when in the original Estancia Lapacho series, maybe. The very first Let's Play I ever did. Could go for the little New Holland as a medium tractor, or small tractors. Is there anything going to be in the small category? 6M. 6M. Can't get any good tractors with skinny wheels. You've all let me down badly. Let's have a look in the John Deere pack then. No. Have a front linkage. Could have that with a front loader. Let's get one of them. That's what we'll do. We'll get one of them. We'll grab then. Change that, can't we? $12,000 capacity on that. We might possibly need to get ourselves a wheel weight. Front weight then. He wants to go black. I don't know why. It's the opposite of every other colour. Right, let's go pick up all our equipment. I'm also going to need to buy another placeable now then for the farm. Because obviously we're going to need some way to fill this. With lime and things. So everything's repaired. So yes, we need a refill. Miscellaneous, is it in here anywhere? I thought about having this, you see. Hold the right analog stick, it doesn't actually rotate fully. My tractor's kind of in the way there. Let me just move the tractor and trailer, because I would like to place it there. If I can. Let's put this back here somewhere. Pick that up again, that buying station. But rotate it because the pipe is actually on this side, as you can see. However, it doesn't free rotate. It seems to want to rotate in increments. And I'll just chuck that down there. That is fine for me. It's going to be fine for all my other vehicles and equipment. To load from, seeders, etc., etc. Cool. Right. And we'll also go get some fuel from the gas station. I do just like being able to set GPS with headings. 90 degrees. It saves you doing the whole A-B, plotting multiple point things. Right. Precision farming. Here we go. Put the help window on. Increasing pH to the optimal value for loamy sand. Yeah. So we've got crap soil. So ideally, planting anything on this field, you're going to need to plant a crop that definitely yields high. So this field is probably going to be long-term more suited for things like perhaps potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, poplar. And it's going to be less useful for doing crops like obviously soybeans, corn, that yield low. Field edge is a bit close, isn't it? You can see in the mini-map in the bottom left, we are raising the pH value of the field perfectly what is needed for this particular soil type. Must have double clicked the button there because it's not pick that up. It was me having pressed that. There we go. There's my little angel running lights, look. Daytime running lights. Nice little tractor, this. Oh, I got in my way. But yeah, this tractor can be used for obviously fertilizing, lime spreading, because it's got the skinny wheels, so it won't do crop destruction, which is very useful to have. And be great to benefit from that. All around the house. Another thing I'll probably get in place somewhere is the did I install it? I've got wall storage. Did I install the shelf storage mod from GTX? Doesn't look like I did. Ah. The shelf storage mod could be quite useful for keeping all my lime pallets, fertilizer pallets, seed pallets adequately and professionally organized. But that's a mod I may have to download and add before the next video. I've used them before in a lot of my Let's Plays. They're quite nice. You can just use them to store your pallets of stuff in, which is great. Obviously I've got the wall storage one for obviously when I'm planning to have sheep, but I would have thought pallet storage would be a thing, or that, unless I was thinking that I was going to just tip all the loose materials into a silo. Now, what else am I going to grab? What else do I think we need on this map? Well, repair trigger would be nice, save me going to the farm all the time. But what I could get for that, of course, is the funder trailer. Could also get the pressure washer, which would be kind of useful for doing my vehicle cleaning. But obviously the next thing we're going to need to get is the plough. we can go for that. We've got the ability to tow the thing on the back. Tell you what, while I'm here, whilst we're here, we ought to get the cultivator to match. That's obviously our beast boy. I think this would look more impressive if it had 3D tracks on it as well, which I know is a sore point for anybody wanting to put the mods on the mod hub, as Giants are banning people and are upset with people using 3D tracks in their mods, as we learned over Christmas with the whole fiasco that happened there with a lot of modders that were briefly banned because they'd used 3D tracks in their mods, and now Giants have clamped down on it and said you must not use 3D tracks in mod hub mods. But that's not to say modders can't put 3D tracks in mods that they don't release on the mod hub. You know? You want to put 3D, you know, you want to just release a mod privately by your own site, page, Facebook group, whatever. You're more than welcome to do so. And I would actively encourage it, especially for PC players, because PC players prefer to have all the lovely bells and whistles and details in their mods. You know, if you can put 3D tracks on a vehicle, do it. Do it. We'll repair that quickly. I mean, I know I only save a couple of, you know, I save a few $1,000 buying it second hand. I then spend maybe $100 or so just to repair it back up to full working condition. All in all though, it's a big saving over buying the equipment brand new all the time. Plus, your vehicle already has that well used and well worn appearance, doesn't it? It's already got paint missing look off of it, and it looks a bit rough and ready, which to me I feel gives the mods and gives the equipment that little bit of character. You know, I don't like everything looking pristine and like it's never touched soil in its life, you know? Don't like that. So now we repair the plough. Perfect. Although it has resprayed it for me and painted it, so now it's kind of lost its character. And unfortunately, me ploughing with this is going to be interesting because obviously we don't have the luxury of having GPS on the autonomous vehicle, which seems a bit crazy because obviously when you zoom right in, you can definitely see a GPS receiver sat on the top of that vehicle. And in real life, the only way these vehicles can operate is via GPS because there's no driver. It needs computer signals and stuff tell it where to go and what to do. So I'm going to do the headland edges first, I think. That's probably the best way of doing this. Nice flat seed bed then. when we come to seed it. Oh, you would, wouldn't you, cars? You would decide to come and troll me. Don't you see I'm ploughing here? I'm ploughing. Ploughing, ploughing. And the cars are going to come and drive and get in the way. But yes, this is a good way to plough and cultivate the field in one pass. The reason I chose not to go for like a subsoiler, and again this is just purely me thinking ahead a little bit, is for contracts. If you get a ploughing contract, you have to use a plough. If you get a cultivating contract, you have to use a cultivator. So although a subsoiler would have been one machine which would have done ploughing and cultivating for me, I wouldn't have been able to have used it in contracts. So the good thing for me with this is, if I do get like a plough contract pop up, I can just take the plough off and go and do it. If I get a cultivating contract show up in the menu, I can just take the cultivator and go and do it. Which to me is all fine. That makes perfectly logical sense. Call goodbye. You do not have access to this land. What are you talking about, Willis? It's my farm. Unless you're talking about the road, which, yeah, I do find it a little bit odd. Again, on a map like this, which is supposed to support seasons, that you can't buy the roads and stuff, which means you wouldn't be able to snowplow in the winter time because you do not own the roads. And there are parts of the map you can't buy in the map menu, so you won't be able to remove snow and stuff from them. It does seem very, very strange. Here we go. Ploughing is on the way. First field is being nicely prepared, ready for its initial seeding. Like I say, the barley field over there will be growing, or wheat field should I say it is. And obviously once that's ready to harvest, we'll do the same thing. We'll have to harvest it, do the straw, then we'll have to do the soil sampling of that field, Then get that lined, get that ploughed. Everything. Not quite enough room there, is there? I think what I'm going to do, I'm try and move tractor into a position whereby I can do another headland. Now I have to remember to overlap a little bit with the plough, because the plough is 12 metres, the cultivator is 12.6. So make sure I plough the whole field. I need to just make sure I do overlap. But that should be fine. Right, folks, well, at this point in the video, I'm going to say thank you everybody for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode here on Eureka Farms. I am going to carry on and get this field ploughed. When we come back, we'll be ready then, I believe, for maybe looking at possibly seeding. So if you haven't already left your suggestions for me on the previous video, what to seed this field for the first time out, now's your chance to obviously leave a comment on this video to tell me what we should seed on this field first time out, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. From me, CWATTYESO, it is goodbye for now.